Hello, guys, and welcome to Odds on Ligue 34th match day. We have Alain Valnegri to analyze with us this new match day. Alain, did you enjoy yesterday's games? What was the most interesting thing you watched?
Yesterday I watched the Girondin Bordeaux Saint-Etienne because it was a really scarred game, and I heard in radio Marseille Nantes because I was watching Fiorentina Juve.
Well, this weekend is a special one in France, of course, not because of Macron against Le Pen, but also because PSG can be crowned champions in France. So let's analyze all the games with Alain Valnegri. With you guys, leave your comments, press the like, subscribe, and now let's go on with the show. Don't worry, we won't talk about politics. We won't talk about Macron or Le Pen. Let's talk about football, Alain, because we have 3 games on Saturday, starting with Lyon Montpellier. Very negative season for Peter Bosz, for Lyon. Another defeat playing away. They've been horrible the whole season playing away with only 4 victories, this time in Brest. Perhaps it's too late now to qualify to Europe, even if they beat Montpellier in this first game of this new match day, Alain.
Yes, it's a really strange season for Olympique Lyonnais. In Europa League, they lose only 1 game in all the season, but it was the game who must not losing against West Ham in the second game, and yesterday they lose a lot of possibilities to catch the Europe. It was a key games yesterday because with a victory, Lyon was in the good part of the team with Europe and ambition. Now the difference is increased, and it will be difficult. But for that reason, I think Lyon is really favorite against Montpellier. Montpellier is safe. They can't have ambition to play Europe the next season. They have a defense who concede a lot. I saw a Lyon with an high grade of motivation. Lyon must need to winning that game, and I saw Lyon winning with the handicap. Lyon winning with the handicap odds 1.90.
We are seeing right now home victory, Asian handicap minus 1.5. The best odds are around 2, so they have to win for 2 goals difference for you to win your bet. Lyon, usually they are good this season at the Groupama Stadium. The problems are coming when they are traveling. We don't move a lot from Lyon. We go to Saint-Etienne. We have Saint-Etienne, Monaco, a very good game. This one, very interesting one. You mentioned that you watched that Bordeaux Saint-Etienne 2-2. The Vert were losing 2-0 at home. Their last game was a victory against Brest. Right now they are again in playoff spots to go to Ligue. And the trouble for Saint-Etienne, Alain, is that they are facing Monaco, one of the most informed teams right now in Ligue 1, with that victory against Nice, and now perhaps even the main candidate to qualify for the Champions League.
Yes, of course. 5 victories in streak, Monaco. And it's the first time in the season we saw Monaco in this position in Ligue 1, and is already the team most informed in Ligue 1 probably now. Traveling in Saint-Etienne is always difficult. Yesterday we saw a very good reaction against Saint-Etienne because they're able to recover 2 goals difference against Bordeaux in a really sensible match. From the beginning of the February, Saint-Etienne score in every game, and that one in Ligue 1, that one for me is a good argument to to choose both teams score in that game, because Monaco is in a very good streak, very good high grade of motivation, and we know when a team starts a streak of victory, it's difficult to stop it. Especially Monaco have an identity right now. Clermont give an identity, a very good balance between offensive phase and defensive phase. I saw goals for that game. Both teams score odds 1.77.
It's curious about Monaco because the season has been very long for them. Remember that they played the Champions League playoffs and they actually lost that one. So they've been playing also in Europe, and now their form is again rising at the end of the season. Both teams to score. Hello, Armin Bielefeld, who is saying hello. Welcome to our Ligue show. Next game, PSG Lens. We can see PSG champions again in this Ligue 1. They beat Angers 0-3. The problem for PSG will be the future, no? What is going to happen? Qatar will be still the owner of this team. Can be Mbappe's next season. I guess everyone is talking about that because the season has been again very disappointing for PSG, especially for the European disappointment, even out of the Coupe de France. Talking about betting, Alain, at home they've been very solid the whole season. The odds are always very low, but they are facing a team also that is in form. And again, they are challenging for European spots, 4 victories in the last 5 games for Lens.
Yes, Lens came back, the Lens of the beginning of the season, who scared a lot of the majority of the team in Ligue 1. Right now, we saw that every week. What can be the grade of motivation of Paris Saint-Germain for that type of game? Is an interesting game because Lens is a very good team. For characteristic, Pochettino suffered Lens since he sitting the bench of in Paris. He lose one, he won one, and he draw another. At that moment, every week I take one risk in the journey, and it's my risk because the double X2, the odds are really interesting. Odds 3.50, and Lens can be catch a positive results in Paris Saturday.
Wow, that's a bit risk indeed. PSG to drop points then against Lens. We can see now both teams to score. For instance, 1.86 is not bad as well if you trust Lens to make a point, or as well going for an over. But the market is very low in this case, 3.25 goals. Over only pays around 2. So Alain is picking in this case double chance for Lens. On Sunday we have Rennes Lorient. Problems for Rennes, about to lose their Champions League spots. Back-to-back defeats against Strasbourg, against Monaco. Both are direct rivals. At least I guess they have to bounce back against Lorient, a team that got a massive victory against Metz. What is the problem with Rennes in the last 2 weeks?
Yes, it's the eternal problem with the continuity, because 3 weeks ago Rennes was in a very good form. It was the best football in France, and after they have that type of fail with Bruno Genesio in the bench. When do you saw the last journey, and when do you saw the turnover for the 3rd position? We can thinking nobody wanna going to the champions, because we saw Rennes, we saw Strasbourg, we saw Nice in this position, and in every journey the third qualifying are changing. Now Stade Rennais Lorient is a derby. Lorient is 10 years they're not winning in the field of Stade Rennais. Stade Rennais must to winning when they don't have choice at that moment if they're wanna qualify for the champions. But warning, because Lorient improved a lot in the last weeks. Is a derby. They need urgently point Lorient to save the category. I prefer choose the goals for that game. And the over 2.5 odds are interesting. Over 2.5 odds 1.75.
Okay, over 2.5 goals. The odds for Rennes to win are very low, 1.5. Armin is telling us that the Rennes are usually very strong at Roazhon Park. That's completely true. But again, there is a danger in this game for Rennes. Then a scary game of the weekend, Clermont. Angers, massive victory for Clermont against Troyes, getting out of the bottom three. First victory for this newly promoted team after some winless games. And now they are facing Angers. Alain, 1 month ago, it looked like Angers was completely safe, but only 2 points in the last 4 games, still trouble for Angers.
Yes, start to be worried the situation of Angers, because they don't catch the points to go out about the risk zone. Now they are in the risk zone. That game is key. That game is key for the future of Gérald Baticle, the trainer of Angers, because in case of he lose that game, I think that there will be try to change the manager, because the things are not doing well. From the beginning of 2022, Angers have an average point, one of the worst in Ligue 1. Now Clermont was really bad 1 week ago, and 4 points in 2 games, especially against Troyes, who is a direct rival for save the category. Must to give that positivity the team needed in the last week after a terrible negative streak. For the model of play, Clermont is really more offensive than Angers, but Angers lose that solidity in defensive way, and with that is difficult to working about the psychological way of the team, because the team lose that solidity, and is the most important of the team defending well, and they lose that. Clermont arrive with emotional advantage. I think Clermont will be winning that game. Odds 2.40 for the Clermont winning Sunday.
Okay, next game is Metz Brest. Metz going directly to Ligue 2. I think they are hopeless right now. They lost to Lorient. They only could draw with Clermont. Now they are facing a team like Brest. Alain, they have nothing to play for. They are in the middle of the table, but still they've shown that they can be dangerous. They beat Lyon. They beat Montpellier recently, and the odds for an away victory are quite good, in my opinion.
Yes, we can ask us how was the grade of motivation against Lyon, and what will be the grade of motivation Sunday. For Metz is the last call, because the situation is really difficult. It will be. I will be really surprised if they can save the category. But it's the last call. It's the last call. The odds, I am really surprised about the odds of Brest, and we can try. We can try the victory of Brest, because I feel Brest Metz able to winning against Stade de Brest. Odds 2.33 for Metz winning.
You are back in Brest then?
No, Metz.
Metz. So 3.23, yeah, okay. For Metz to win, we are saying always that is the last call for them is 7 points away from Saint-Etienne, with only 5 games to play is now or never. Probably it can be never for them, and they will be relegated to Ligue 2. Also, perhaps Bordeaux will be relegated to Ligue 2 right now. Also in relegation spots, Bordeaux traveling to La Beaujoire against Nantes. Nantes comfortable in the middle of the table. They made their homework already. At home, they've been great the whole season. Only 4 defeats. Bordeaux right now, Alain, they have to get points everywhere, and this stadium is tough.
But it's the West Derby in French, with really historical between historical institution. Nantes, we saw that from 4 weeks. There be focus for the final of Coupe de France. Right now against Girondins Bordeaux is always a special game for the fans. I think the team will be try to winning that game, especially when we check the situation of Bordeaux in classification, and the fan will be happy to send Girondins Bordeaux in second division. High grade of motivation for Nantes. Some really good moment yesterday in Marseille, but there miss continuity, and the continuity was the key of Nantes. The discipline, and Comboiré will be able at the beginning of the season to give freedom to his offensive talent, and they have a very good season. If they win the Coupe de France, it will be a success, the season of Nantes, and it will be more success if they send Girondins Bordeaux in second division. Yesterday we saw Girondins Bordeaux really weak when you fight with a direct rival, and you are not able to manage 2 goals in advantage in that game. It means the team are not strong, and that one is one of the first ingredient you must to dominate to save the category, and we don't saw that in Bordeaux. Nantes winning for the West Derby, odds 1.84.
Next game, Nice 3. Nice, one of these teams that it looks like they don't want to go to Europe. Problems for Galtier. Only 1 victory in the last 6 games. The whole season they've been in the top positions, and now that is coming to the end, they are having trouble, and they are facing a team like Troyes that they are still in danger. 2 points above Saint-Etienne. That defeat against Clermont has been really bad for Troyes. Can we expect Nice to come back at one point? What are the problems that they are having right now, Alain, to drop so many points at the end of the season?
It's one of the biggest mystery of March. The state of Nice, the results of Nice, especially in the content. In the content, they receive a lot of goal. They have a big problem to score. They have problem with the red card. 2 teams are really nervous, and Troyes is playing to save his category. But if Nice wanna be a European team the next week, they don't have choice. That game they must to win and win. And I think the odds is interesting. The difference between both teams are clear, and I think Nice can winning against Troyes, who in the last week they lose some doomy points, because the game yesterday against Clermont is a clear example to that team. Sometimes they lose itself. And now for the game in Nice, I saw team of Galtier winning. Odds are interesting. 1.68 for Nice winning Sunday.
Armin is asking you, the French Cup final is going to be on the 7th of May, so it's still long time, and we don't know how Nice or Nantes are going to arrive for that game, but he's asking you right now, who do you think will win the cup, Alain, Nice or Nantes?
But it's difficult. Maybe we can choose the X. and watch the extra time, because they are teams similar with the model of play, really strong in defensive phase, and they are not team take a lot of risk, and that game can be long. And I saw a draw now. Maybe the next week I said no, Nantes winning or Nice winning. Actually, I saw a draw.
Okay, still on time. Again, it's going to be played in a couple of weeks. Next game, very good one. This one, Lille Strasbourg. Lille having trouble as Lyon, for instance. They won't play in Europe the next week, the next season, after playing this season, for instance, in the Champions League. The current champions, they are now 8 points away from European spots, back-to-back defeats against Reims, against Lens, only 2 points in the last 4 games, so they switch off completely, Alain, and they are facing one of the best teams, perhaps the dark horse, no, in this Ligue 1, Strasbourg. After beating Rennes, now they are undefeated in the last 11 games of Ligue 1.
Yes, no, really good form for Joe away against team who's fighting against relegation. That one is a really good point for Strasbourg. Now Lille, what we can thinking about Lille this season, I think is a disappointed season for Lille, except the Champions League, where they catch the second round. In Ligue 1 is the same like Lyon, like you said in the introduction. Strasbourg is terrible to play against Strasbourg, because the transition of the team of Alsacia are really strong, and they play with a lot of really confident. Lille has a lot of problem in the vestiary that put off Ben Arfa about the vestiary. Some player will believe, like Renato Sanchez, Botman, Jonathan David, and I don't saw Lille can behave that type of reaction and winning against Strasbourg. For that game, I choose 2x no bet, odds 2.50 for Alsacia team.
And this is a good one, Lille Strasbourg one. We have one more game. This is very interesting, this match day, because in every game there are things to be played for. And in this one, we know that Reims, they are in the middle of the table, but Marseille, they have still to nail their Champions League spot, and it's also very important to finish second, so they won't play a playoff for qualifying for the Champions League. Alain, Marseille arriving in good form despite that defeat against PSG. They bounced back. They got a victory against Nantes. They won 5 out of the last 6 games. The problem for them and for Sampaoli, I don't know if he will rotate ahead of the European game.
I think both competition are key for Marseille. They're must to qualify for Champions League, and now you are in semi-final in Conference League, and you must to try to go to the final minimal. The team are really well. The physical condition are pretty good. We saw yesterday a team with a mentality. And that one is making the difference. In Paris, the Classico was really bad, but Marseille play better in the intention. They wanna play, but they don't be able to score or to shoot on the target. But they do a really good game, and they show a lot of maturity. And I think Marseille is a very good moment, probably the best moment in the season. Marseille, they're traveling Reims against a team don't have any ambition, because they are far to the European place, and they are far to the relegation fighting. Right now, I think Marseille will be winning in Reims Sunday. and the odds is 2.10 for victory of Marseille against the Oscar Garcia team.
Okay, everything is analyzed right now. By the way, there are some bookies that you can actually place your bets for the elections, and in Oddspedia, Alain, we are working to add political bets. So for the next elections in France, you can back one candidate.
I will be betting, but I don't will be give advice.
Yeah, the problem is that
football.
The odds for Macron are very low, eh?
I am bad with the football, but I'm worse with political.
Okay. The odds for Macron, I'm just checking them, are very low. So the probabilities for him to win is 90%, according to the bookmakers, of course. But again, we are working to add political bets in Oddspedia. Alain, finishing with the video, let's go with your ACCA.
First game, Saint-Etienne, AS Monaco. Both teams score 1 point, the odds 1.77. Second team, Clermont Foot, SCO d'Angers, Sign 1, odds 2.40. Third team, Nantes, Girondin Bordeaux, Sign 1, odds 1.84. And OGC Nice 3, Sign 1, odds 1.68 for the total 13.42.
All right. Thanks, Alain. Thanks, Armin, Salim, Pool, everyone who commented in the video. You can still leave your comments. Alain, au revoir. See you next week.
Thank you very much. Au revoir.